What's up guys, this is Rise and welcome to another video, a double header of Spicy Saturday, even though it's a couple hours past Saturday at the time this is going up. But I really am excited for this one. These are some battles submitted by Thunder Cypher, who's been a long-time supporter of the channel. Also a member of the India Gym Breakers World Cup team for Pokemon Go PvP, who we had a great matchup against. And I've come to find out that we've got a lot of fans of the channel over in India, so shout out to India. And Thunder Cypher is rocking a Scrafty double ghost team with two very glassy ghosts in Haunter and Gengar, part of the Gastly evolution family. And I just think in general, anytime you have Pokemon that are this attack weighted, that deal this much damage, they're extremely entertaining and extremely fun to use. That video that we had recently of the highest attack team ever with Attack Deoxys and Shadow Sharpedo, that video did super well. So I hope these highly attack weighted ghosts get the job done as well. And looks like Thunder Cypher content to just sacrifice the Scrafty and try and save shields for his two ghosts in back. Gonna get off a Shadow Punch here. Try and bait a shield perhaps, but with Gengar's attack, I mean, Shadow Punch still chunks a little bit. Going to commit a shield here with an Icicle Spear coming in. Gets a denial, I think, on this Shadow Punch. It is coming through. Will the wall range shield? It will not. And it's going to get off a move here. I think you just got to save it for Haunter at this point. And hope Haunter down a shield can take out what's in back. It's a Frostlass. These Shadow Claws are going to chunk like heck. I think you just commit to fast moves at this point. I don't think there's any reason to throw the punches. They still have both shields. Just committing to the full farm down. And you see how busted Shadow Claw is, making the opponent surrender. Oh my goodness gracious. It was not looking easy. That Walrein was putting in some work. But Haunter got it done in the end. A fortunate matchup in the back. And Thunder Cypher gonna try and make it 2 in a row. Venusaur, yeah, so I would assume a swap out here. You've got two better answers. And they swap in a Marowak. This is not a Gengar counter. Gengar's at least gonna get both shields or take back switch. Gets the first shield. This is gonna be a Bone Club. And actually willing to let it go. And now do you come in Scrafty to take the damage? Yeah, this makes sense. When you have a Pokemon like Haunter and you can save shields for it in the back, it is just so dangerous. It dishes out so much damage. And here's the thing, because the counters aren't doing much to Marowak, Marowak can slowly chip away at this Scrafty to the point where it's going to do quite a bit of damage. But I do like this play, doubling up. And this way you have a foul play to threaten the Venusaur if it comes back. But just going to bank that foul play, swap, and there's a Rapidash. Oh, man. Going for the Shadow Punch here. Rapidash is pretty glassy as well, so this will still chunk. Gets the shield. That's huge. And they're throwing a move. I think that's helpful, to be honest. You could even do 4 here. You could do 4 Shadow Claws. So this is actually a good teachable moment here that I can pause. Normally I don't do this on Spicy Saturdays, but we know that the damage registers 1 turn after, right? So by doing 2 Shadow Claws here and throwing, normally that's correct timing, right? Normally that's correct timing, but you know that you're going to KO this thing anyway. So theoretically, you can do 2 more Shadow Claws after this because the damage from the next Incinerate won't register. So you could have got 2 entire free Shadow Claws after this Shadow Punch. And I don't think it really would have mattered, but might have been able to reach the Shadow Ball there. But you already have that foul play banked on the Scrafty, so would have been just doing a little bit extra, but still a terrifically played endgame. and taking out another opponent with with the spicy double ghost line. Scrafty double ghost. You know, these are like 3 of my favorite Pokemon as well. I've become a big Scrafty fan from Go Battle League. I only played the main series games through Generation 4, so Scrafty was new to me through Pokemon Go, and then Gengar was always one of my favorites from the first generation. We see the safe swap into Gengar. Opponents staying in, which is really nice. Probably means they don't have a hard response to Gengar. And now, do you risk calling it here? Gonna call it and call it correctly. That is huge. And goes for a CMP here. I love throwing after 5 Shadow Claws here, because if this is CMP, that's like best case scenario. Playing this absolutely perfectly so far. And now you can probably wait out your timer and counter down with Scrafty. And if they come in right away, opponent wisely waits their timer. But if it's Nido, okay, gonna try and either force a shield here or take out the Nido, which makes sense. And you also don't really want to swap your Haunter into something that has energy, because even a Poison Fang is going to hurt Haunter a little bit. Gets the shield. Now Haunter's up a shield. And you would think this is bad, right? Ghost versus Dark, but because it's dealing triple resisted counter damage, and the Shadow Ball still chunks up quite a bit, this is not that bad for Haunter, especially up a shield. Because I know some people that would they'd see their Haunter against a Scrafty and they'd be like, oh no, I'm hard countered, but this is not that bad for Haunter. At least when shields are still in play. Yeah, this is now definitely going to be in Shadow Punch range. Oh, tried to be fancy there with the catch. Should have this. This is just a Poison Fang, right? So yeah, I can just take out the Nido here, and is going to definitely win CMP. Haunter's going to win CMP against almost anything. And the one counter actually KO'd anyway. Some very fun battles. It's always fun when you can have success with a team that's spicy like this, especially in the Open Great League when you're running into a lot of meta things. Like we just saw this team beat a Needle Queen Walrein team. Now we got a tough lead here. This is tough really for the whole team. Oh man. If he wins this game, dude, this is going to be impressive. I think you just let it go. And you try and get a big counter down with Scrafty. If you can get a shield here, that's best case scenario. A shield here would be best case scenario. Okay, doesn't get the shield. But now you counter down with Scrafty. Probably just tank the Earthquake. Or do you? I could see either play making sense here, yeah. This makes sense because if you let it go, like the Altaria could probably just 2-shield through your team. But Scrafty's bulky enough where like the Dragon Breaths aren't that threatening to it. And you really need to be able to chunk this as well to have a chance. And then just bank on the fact that it's something weak to Haunter and back. Maybe like a Medicham. Maybe hope for a Medicham and back. I think you gotta sack it, yeah. Gotta sack it. You just hope Haunter can carry. Come on, Haunter. Oh, man. Oh, no. The Shadow Claws are just going to be too much. They're chunking each other. But that little bit of Dragon Breath damage that Haunter took is going to be too much. And Trev can just double shield here. And the Scrafty's so low, it might not even live a Dragon or a Shadow Claw, rather. So we have found out the Scrafty Double Ghost is not unbeatable. It is possible to beat this team. And we go on to the next battle. I did 2100. The opponent, terrific lead. This is where you have to see it, because your backline does not want to see this guy at all. But you can tank a cross chop here, no problem. Gets baited. That's pretty brutal to get baited by a Night Slash, since it's double resisted. And you're probably going to want to swap out of here, right? Yeah, because it seems like double weak to Scrafty. I guess Frostlass isn't that weak to Scrafty, but this is really good now. Now you just save the shield for Haunter. And Haunter is going to be able to chunk through that Nido. Opponent commits both shields, and that is game over right there. You could even, yeah, put your Scrafty in here, let the Scrafty go, and then close out the game with Haunter. I think that's the play. That's what Thunder Cypher recognizes. Gonna just get rid of this Frostlass with the foul play, and then probably the insta swap into Haunter. Gonna force the Nido to throw energy. That makes even more sense. And then go for the Shadow Ball BM. Come on. We want to see it. Shield for safety, even though you know it's probably just a Fang. And gets off the big Shadow Ball. Let's see the animation, Haunter. With the Shadow Ball, sticking the tongue out. And delivering a final blow to the Nidoqueen. Shadow Ball, man. Same type attack bonus, Shadow Ball from a Haunter that's just dealing such heavy damage and takes out the Nidoqueen. A bit of a shorter, more chill video here. A doubleheader on this spicy Saturday, even though it's technically Sunday right now. But much appreciated to Thunder Cypher, who's always been a supporter of the channel, for sending me this footage. Very fun battles as well with the Scrafty double ghost line. Like I said, Scrafty, since it came out in PvP, has been one of my favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Go. And then Haunter and Gengar have long been a couple of my favorites. I consider Gengar, if I had to list like my top 10 favorite Pokemon, Gengar's definitely in there somewhere, maybe even like top 5. So I've always liked Gengar. Some other of my favorites would be Caesar, Lucario, Charizard, of course, a classic. Metagross I kind of like. Groudon was one of my favorite back in the day. So those are just a few. Maybe I'd have to sit down. And because of Pokemon Go, to be honest, some have crept in there. Like Mew, I would not have considered to be one of my favorites in the past. But with its versatility in Pokemon Go, it's become like one of my more favorite Pokemon to use. And Quillfish and Crawdaunt as well. Man, it'd be so tough to make a top 10 for me. But I think a lot of those that I mentioned would probably be in there. So thank you guys so much once again. I appreciate all the support lately on the channel. I've got a unique video coming up next after this one. So stay tuned for that. For those of you that are chess fans, you might be surprised to see a couple of personalities that actually reacted to my stream. It's pretty interesting. I feel like the video I'm going to upload could either like absolutely flop, or it could be like, or it could get a lot of views. I don't know what's going to happen. Probably the former. It probably won't get that many views because it's outside of my normal content per se. But I'm just excited to upload something a little bit different. But I'm rambling on at the end of this video. Apologies. If you're new here and you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And all that said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.